But
you're gonna get cooked.
I'm not gonna get cooked.
No, he's not getting cooked. He's cooking. Let him cook.
I love the card too. I know this is what I always do.
No, we're not doing the I love the card bullshit.
It's a gorgeous card. Let's do it.
What about? What did you chat with your wife about?
Walking.
Losing weight, finally.
Big cats.
You finally exercising.
Nah. You tell me when we're starting going.
Oh, let's go!
Yes.
Let's go!
All right. Tell me when you started to record so I can get ready.
Already did.
I am new to this. Whoa. Welcome to Metazoo with you, America's newest, but back to being most exciting TCG podcast. Welcome back. I am, of course, joined by the man who I've not talked to in about a month and a half, Josh.
I legitimately thought you were dead.
I thought I was too. Upsetting.
Maybe you just lost that much weight and disappeared.
And I'm, of course, joined by the man who said, no, we can't talk about crypto. It is too dead to talk about. Help me open up these cryptic packs. Louis DeGeorge.
What is up, everybody? And we are joined once again by the man who looks like your dead grandfather, George.
What?
Going right for it. Wow.
What?
You got a cardigan on.
Is that because of the weight loss or the outfit?
It's not because of the weight loss. Oh, it's a Taylor Swift cardigan.
1989 cardigan.
Why did we had him gone, Josh? We got rid of him. We didn't even ask him to leave.
I am surprised China did not call and say all the low energy went so far down it hit me over here.
I will say the intro of the podcast has suffered without you.
Everything suffered without me.
I will give you that. Also, you didn't let me finish my dissing you. The cardigan and did you fall down a flight of stairs? Help me! Show him the button. The help me! I've fallen and I can't get up. Where's the button?
I like these have big buttons actually. I would say
the oldest button I've ever seen.
Fell on my head.
Let's say it again because Josh interrupted you.
So an arcade game literally fell on my head.
Yeah,
I was literally like a foot away from dying.
Next time, got to tell him to push it a little further.
That's right.
Can I ask you the significance of the date on the cardigan? 1989.
Where he was born. What is it? What was the podcast when I was gone? What did you guys talk about?
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was the last year of your prime.
Metazoo at least?
No, we did not talk about Metazoo.
It was great.
But this week we will talk about Metazoo a little bit at the end. Here's the rundown for those of you who care. We're going to talk about Black Friday. You can use my TCG Player affiliate link. Click it right now, everybody. The Black Friday sale starts today on TCG Player. Runs all the way through Monday. Use that affiliate link in all the descriptions. Black Friday,
best holiday. No holiday comes close.
We are going to talk about the Commander video game. We're going to talk about Wizards' new website. Mostly just Bash Rudy. We're going to talk about
everything about this.
What? We're going to talk about the sorcery chaos.
Sorcery.
The sorcery community is in shambles.
Oh, buddy, hold on. Just hold on tight. Just hold on.
We're going to talk about Pokemans. We don't actually know what we're talking about yet for Pokemon, but we'll figure it out. Metazoo. George is responsible for Metazoo being on the list and Lorcana being on the list.
Lorcana.
I've got a backup Goatkana topic.
We might be going with Louis' Goatkana topic.
For when George inevitably fumbles. And then the final thing, the secret Shosh is back, everybody. And
did you guys not do that when I was gone?
No, we did. It's just not nearly as funny when you're.
No, you guys are not good at. You guys are not good at content.
The problem,
you both are content creators.
Yeah, it's fair. All right, Black Friday. What are you fellas buying, TCG or non-TCG related?
I already bought so much stuff. So Taylor Swift had a big drop.
Oh God, already.
Should I go get my stuff? Some of my stuff.
Yeah, you go get the stuff while Josh and I talk about Black Friday.
Behold my stuff.
What are you doing for Black Friday? Anything?
I made a purchase based on a real life event. We got ding dong ditched over an entire weekend.
Oh, so you got a Ring camera?
Like 1, 2, 4 a.m. Oh no, buddy. Oh no. Okay. I got a whole system that I'm building.
Nice.
This place is going to be Fort Knox. You would think that my collection is worth money by the cameras that I'm putting up.
What did you get? What kind of camera? Do you remember?
I don't remember the name.
Send me the link because I need to redo all of our cameras.
It's a mix of the easiest to set up and something that I can put on my own home server, so I don't have to pay a subscription fee.
There you go.
Every month because
until the power goes out. What do you do when the power goes out?
I got battery backups, my friend.
Oh, smart. I'm using the PSA. I did the PSA sale for Black Friday. They had
what is that? Grading, is that going on?
$13 grading. Yeah, $13 grading.
I got something to add to the group that we're doing.
Yeah,
I
just sent in a submission 100 cards.
You sent in 100 cards?
Well, 70 and 20, so 90 cards. It's actually 69 and 20. So
nice.
Yeah. So
wait, is that the same group that we're doing?
Yeah, very similar to the group we're doing. You have a Taylor Swift guitar.
No, I have 8 of them. This is one.
No, you do. No, all right.
8 of them.
No, I'm calling BS right now.
BS. I want to see 8 guitars.
If I don't see 8 guitars,
I have 5 in the garage. Can I get 3 in the house?
You can walk to the garage.
You can't put guitars in the garage. The temperature ruins them.
We did the podcast fine without you for 3 weeks. Get the 8 guitars in here. You can talk when you get back. Josh, you can't leave.
Oh no, I'm still here.
Dude, I'm gonna get yelled at for leaving now again. This is
I'm getting my guitar. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
All right, go ahead.
I could go get a guitar right now, but I'm
not gonna ruin the George, podcast. I got 8 guitars too, buddy.
There's no way he bought 8 of those.
There's no way he has 8 guitars.
So yeah, the PSA sales one I doubled down on. I haven't looked. I never look on Amazon or anything like that because like I feel like the prices they just raise the prices and then they. I feel like they just raise the prices and then they discount it, and I always fall for that. And then like 3 weeks later, I'm like, wait a second, I got scammed. So last year I said I'm not buying anything, and this year I'm not buying anything.
I feel that way about the security cameras, but
yeah,
I don't know. The price history looks pretty good. Looking them up on other sites, it does look like they're a little cheaper.
I do want to get a 4K TV because I don't have a 4K TV yet.
Are TVs the biggest Black Friday just jip?
Probably.
Like you can always. I feel like you can always find a cheap TV somewhere. It used to be exclusively Black Friday TVs.
Yeah.
No, you can always find a cheap TV.
TVs themselves have gotten so confusing to buy now too. Like they're like there's OLED, there's blah blah
QLED.
Blah. There's so many different and you got to like actually do your research. But I want to get a 4K, like a really nice one. I bought the analog pocket I have, which is like a little video game device for like the Game Boy Pocket. That company made a N64 that upscales. Oh god, he had more than one, which means he probably does actually have 8.
That's only 2. I got 2. I can go get another guitar. I got 2 guitars too. I'm not impressed.
In the garage. You're only getting 3 of them, but I'll bring all 3 in.
Why did you buy more than one? You just did this to flip them?
This is embarrassing, you guys. Each one's a different album.
Oh my god.
That was Red. This is Fearless.
Are you that guy that? Are you gonna smash the guitar? Did you win the auction to smash the guitar?
Actual Epiphone? Is that an Epiphone guitar?
Yeah.
They're like real guitars, huh?
It's Taylor Swift, of course.
Are you all right? Sit back down because now I actually believe you. There's 8 different ones. I actually believe you. Are you gonna learn how to play guitar?
No.
That was the
Why would
worst
I ever
question.
do that?
I feel like you need a new hobby, buddy.
I have a hobby. It's called giving Taylor Swift all my money.
Those of you who have just been watching us the last 3 weeks and you haven't been here since George has been on the podcast, the podcast is
welcome back.
There really should just be 2 different podcasts, one with Donald and one with George.
Yeah,
and
one's called Fun, one's called When We Talk About TCGs.
But TCG Player has Black Friday sale all the way through Cyber Monday, 10% back. We are doing 15% off locally for singles for people, and then I'm probably going to do something with Commander decks, like buy a Commander deck, get a free Gamegenic deck box. I think I'm going to do something like that because I have so much Gamegenic crap sitting in the back that needs to.
Really? Why is that? I
bought way too many when my store was bigger. And now it's smaller, so we don't have.
Gamegenic is goat, though.
It is. Gamegenic stuff is super good. I just have way too much.
So, with this TCG Player sale, what's the sealed product that sells the best? I have a take here. What's the sealed
What do you
product
qualify as best? Quantity sold or
yes.
value sold?
Quantity.
Phew. Of what's our options? Any game?
I mean, sure, but if you don't pick Magic or Pokemon, you're going to be wrong.
It definitely Pokemon sells the most volume.
Okay,
for maybe not for singles, but for sealed product, definitely Pokemon.
Historically, it does not. But live your truth, King.
Definitely Pokemon.
Okay. What's the product? What's the set?
Oh.
Is it Surging Sparks? Is it just the newest one? Because you're wrong. I think
Stellar Crown.
What's it?
Stellar. What TCG player sealed box sells the best during this massive Black Friday sale?
Whatever the last Magic the Gathering box was that came out.
Ooh, I think you're wrong too.
I think Foundations could do pretty good.
I think Foundation's going to do okay.
What do you think? Tell us what you think.
It's 150. It's 151. You were. I think you were right on with Pokemon.
No way, it's 151.
Why? Why do you think?
Because everyone wants 10% off the hottest product. Everyone wants 10. They're going to buy the nice, expensive stuff when it's on a discount. They're not going to buy the stuff that's always cheap. No. 151.
No chance they buy that overpriced garbage right before the reprint.
I think the reprint's going to hurt 151.
Of course it is.
I think.
Look at Sorcery.
Hey, you were tuned into the market.
I think.
I talked to Louis today.
I think I think that the person who really cares about the 10% cash back is going to not be the people who are like high rolling. They're going to be the people who are looking for really good deals. And so I tend to go with like cheaper price Pokemon boxes that can also pull really good. And that's where I land on Stellar Crown. You got the Squirtle, you got the Bulbasaur.
That's a good set.
It's a great set.
Bloomborough is another option. The collector boxes aren't too expensive,
and they've dipped.
And it was a hit. Yeah,
they've dipped. Bloomborough and Duskmorn, both options there for sure.
A little bit, but Bloomborough is a front runner. I actually think Foundations it's going to do its consistency thing now, right? People don't want to pay $144 for a Foundations playbox right now.
I might change my mind. Can I change my answer? Because I just saw in the TCG Player store credit thing. You know what product that they are promoting on it?
Oh no.
Might be a giveaway. This might be a giveaway to the best selling product is the Build and Battle Play Academy. The Battle Academy, I think, is going to be the highest.
Will not be the top seller.
Wait.
Why is that on the thing? It's like in their picture. You know,
I thought you were being serious for a second.
Some intern made that because they have no clue what a TCG is if they think that the Battle Academy needs to be there.
George is advising TCG Player on what products they should advertise. That looks cool.
What's the banana boat selling? That's all that's going to matter.
Banana stand.
And they're selling everything.
Yeah. All right. Make sure you use my affiliate link, please, everybody.
Oh my God, we get it. Wait, what else you want for Black Friday?
I'm not promoting. We already talked about that. You were getting your guitars.
You told me to get the guitars. I also have. I already gave Taylor Swift a lot of my money. Don't worry. I also. What else did I do? I bought some stuff at the arcades. That's my big thing. What was I going to buy? I might buy appliances this year. It might be an appliance year. I think it's time.
A couple years ago.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It does, but it feels like it might be time.
I've talked to you, and it's definitely time.
It is time.
My appliances are old.
Ours were too. We had the like beige white ones from the 80s.
That's what I have.
All right, appliance talk, not super fun. Commander video game. Let's get rolling into the topics today.
Yeah, that'll be a lot more fun.
The digital lead-in, baby.
This one I think actually is a very interesting conversation. So in an interview with somebody, Bloomberg, might as well Bloomberg. Christopher Cox, as it says.
The Coxman.
What are you drinking?
Miller Lite.
Probably a beer. Water.
Miller Lite is the best beer. That's not true. Miller High Life is obviously the best beer.
It's the champagne of beers.
Miller High Life, it's pretty good. Goes down pretty
the best beer.
It's literally the champagne of beers.
Right. That's how you know it's the best.
Yeah.
Christopher Cox.
I like It's funny because like I don't drink champagne often, but it gets me super buzzed. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's the bubbles. It's the carbonation.
Like beer doesn't have that happen.
Champagne is way more carbonated
has like
than beer, and it has a higher it's got a higher alcohol percentage.
50% alcohol in champagne.
Oh.
I don't know about 50.
That
I think 20, 18, 20, 50.
There's no way it's 50%.
There's no chance it's 50. It's not moonshine.
12.2.
Okay.
Fact checked myself on the podcast.
Wait, 12.2% or 12% or 12 proof?
12.2%.
That's hefty still.
Okay. Stop.
Without me. It's gonna be horrific.
In the Bloomberg article, he said, currently Hasbro is testing a video game version of Commander, which will potentially be separate from Arena and allow for more than 2 players to compete.
Go ahead, Louis. How do you feel about this?
So I have a hot take. I have a couple hot takes. I was trying to figure out where I wanted to go with this one, because typically I like to shoot way out there, because then it looks really good if I get it right. But I was like, there's no actual shot Wizards does NFTs, so like I gave up. I was like,
you gotta get off crypto Twitter, bud.
I was like, there's no actual shot.
Will you be honest with me, Louis? Did you advise them and tell them that NFTs were dead right before they went up 50%?
I was like, there's no actual shot that happens. But here's what I'm gonna swing a home run. I'm gonna swing for the fences here. Wizards will come out in the next 18 months with a Commander video game completely separate from Arena that will be free to play with a battle pass system. They will not sell any cards, and you will have the complete Magic the Gathering library accessible to you on a battle pass system. So you play games, you unlock different things, and then you can pay money to get flashier variants, flashier versions, to have custom sleeves, to have custom emotes, that kind of thing. But the entirety of the game is free to play. Blah blah blah.
Close.
Okay, what do you think?
They're going to have a free to play arena client, arena-esque client for Commander for sure. You're not going to get every card. You're going to have to unlock cards just like you do right now. Wizards of the Coast is not going to just forego that free money that Commander players are going to give them. However,
can I tell you why I disagree?
Hold on, boo boo. This is going to be the very first time we see what I've wanted all along, where you buy an arena deck and you get a code and you get those exact cards on your arena client. So when you buy an arena
deck,
so when you buy a Bloomburrow, because we're arena deck, you're going to get a code, and that's going to unlock that
arena deck.
Arena as a Commander deck.
Commander deck. Yeah.
You're going to buy an in-person Commander deck, and you're going to get an arena code that unlocks that exact.
And then they're going to have code cards on packs too.
I don't think so. I think as far as this will go is here.
If they do that, I would like that. If they have code cards and packs, if they go that route, that's one thing. That doesn't solve Commander, though. I don't think that solves the issue. In order for them to have a replacement for Commander, but in the digital world, which is what I hear from this, Magic Arena, he said, Magic Arena, while popular, doesn't harness Magic's 2 biggest growth areas, collectability and its Commander format, which involves more players, more cards. Their problem on Arena that I am gathering is that the way that it is built, I don't know anything about coding, but the way that it is, I like George, don't know. The way that it's built, they can't go back and add every single card from all in a way that makes sense. So they have to remake the whole game that can work for Commander, where they have all the cards and whatever. And you can't open packs. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to have to buy. You're going to be able to buy a 7th edition pack and open up. No,
they don't. It doesn't have to be a 7th edition pack. It can be Arena Commander Season 1 pack, and Season 1 has things like Mana Vault and Jeweled Lotus and Mana Crypt, because maybe they'll unban it on Arena, and Dockside Distortion. I'm just going to keep naming banned cards. I know off the top of my head, but their Season 1 pack will contain this, and their Season 2 pack can give you shots at this. So you're going to have your base Commander starter decks, and you'll have to unlock packs to upgrade them.
So until season 4, you won't be able to play with Mana Vault because it's not in season 1, 2, or 3.
With whatever they don't include. Yeah, 100%.
So I don't think that works. And I think they know that doesn't work. Like, I think they know that in order to be successful with a client like this, you need to be able to log in and play a game. No waiting, no time. In order for this to be successful, it has to be mass adopted. And if I can't play my commander deck that I want to brew because 60% of the cards aren't legal or don't exist on the client, I'm not going to hop on and play commander. It makes more sense for me to play on Spell Table or play on whatever and or play in person. And so I just don't think that works. Like, I think they know that.
I mean, I disagree because it works. I mean, we have Arena right now has tons of formats and not all of Magic's cards. And you have Brawl, and as much as we all mock Brawl on Arena is packed all the time. The queue is always full. There's people playing, and there's constantly people saying, why can't I play this card? Why can't I play this card? There's a 0% chance this launches day one with every card available. You're going to get Commander Masters on that client. You're going to get a set release. You're going to get these cards that are released into the ecosystem as they're developed. If you wait for them to develop the entire Magic collection to release the client, based on their history and speed, I don't think we're ever getting the client.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know what the logistics is behind that. I don't know how long they've been working on this project either. I mean, they could have been working on this project for 6 years.
Just based on, he kind of like mentioned as an aside, when your leadership does that, at least in my experience, it's a project in very early phases.
Sure.
And people behind the scenes are like, don't say that. Like, we're not there yet.
The other factor that I think weighs in pretty heavily here is I don't think that the Magic community is ready for a fourth way really, to spend their money on the cards they already own. I talked to my friend Steve today, and he was like, I'm not spending money again. I've already bought cards in paper, and I've already bought cards on Arena. Like, I'm sick of spending money on this thing. And
I think Steve's lying. If Steve wants to play online Commander, he'll pay for it.
So I think I don't think that's true. Like, I think it's entirely true. So the only thing that I could think of that would make people be okay with really spending money on this, if they're already invested in paper, would be if they were able to then sell their cards back. Maybe they have something like, maybe it's not NFTs, right? Maybe it's like the I
love that crypto is back and now you're back. I just got to say,
you just dropped NFT.
Louis getting involved.
There's
never been a better top signal.
What was the Diablo game? Was it Diablo 3 that had the market that you could buy, like real world trading within the game? If they do something like that and there's an ecosystem, then that would be a huge success. To be able to buy and sell actual cards in a way where when I buy packs, I actually have a way to sell the cards. I think that works, but I don't.
But under you just said every card's going to be free. Why would they ever have trading?
I'm saying that it would have to be one of those two things. But
I got you. Okay.
My real belief is that they don't want to do that. I think the Fortnite model works better for this. Make this so that every single person who plays Magic the Gathering has this on their phone. Make this so that every single person can hop on and teach their friends how to play Commander, and that'd be my. You can make plenty of money with skins and sleeves and shiny cards.
You can, but they want to make more than plenty of money. They want to make more money.
I also think it's a different model. Like, listen, I think there's a difference between a first-person shooter and a TCG.
You're saying people don't like to show off their Commander cards.
That's not at all what I'm saying.
Right, but there's no difference from that and that in Fortnite when you want to show off your skin.
I think you could make money doing that, but I think it's also a different ecosystem. They came from different origins. The origin of first-person shooters was video games, because you buy the video game, you get the video game. Right. That's never been true with TCG.
Yeah.
You've always had to we've always had some sort of randomness of opening experience in TCGs.
Yeah, you can't convince me this opens without some kind of pack.
I don't know why it wouldn't. I mean, people love packs.
Yeah, and people are willing to pay for them. We have Arena right now with the world's worst economy and the world's worst value system. People open packs on that all the time. They're not going to just let that go.
I would not use the phrase people love to open packs on that.
Then you'd be wrong. Like, there's a reason they still sell them as packs. If
the reason they sell them
singles, they'd sell singles. They sell packs.
Like there are streams where people get excited about pulling the card they need for their deck on Arena. Like this happens. It's 100% still a thing. We don't. I hate it. I think it's ridiculous. I've been very on the record about that, but they're not letting that money go.
The vast majority of Magic the Gathering players do not enjoy opening packs on Arena.
Ooh, hold on. Now I get to do the Louis thing. I don't know about that. There's a guy in my store that I talked to. There's a guy in my store that I talk to. And he likes.
He trade you soup for Magic cards?
Yeah, he does it all the time.
Like people like opening packs. There's a reason you still sell packs.
In person's different.
I agree with that, but like it's not that different.
I think the best option for that is if you have a code card in your pack that you can get on this. I think that works.
That'll come with Arena deck or with Commander decks.
I don't think that solves the problem with Commander though, because how are you going to? The problem is that I don't. And if I'm playing Commander on this new client, I don't really want the cards from Bloomborough. I want the cards that I want to play in Commander. Like there's too many cards. To put them in packs. There's too many. The quantity is too many. You'd have to do what Josh said, which is like
not to do a trading feature.
You'd have to do what Josh said, which is have different releases and not all the cards released at once.
Yeah.
And I don't.
They will not be all released at once.
No.
When this thing comes out, every
we
card.
We need a poly network bet for this.
God, I love Louis. It's my favorite Louis. I love that I begged you to do crypto for 3 years, and now you're like, oh look, it's pamping. Let me buy it at all-time highs.
Everything that George just said is 100% true.
I know, and then you crashed it. I was doing so good, you bought it, and it died that day.
We started the reverse Louis ETF a couple weeks ago.
I'm in. Take all my money. I'm about to be a billionaire. Well, okay, that could be okay. That's not the secret sauce, but now it should be. What would make more money? The inverse Kramer, the inverse Louis, or the with Nancy Pelosi?
One's got a lot of inside information, and it's not Pelosi or Kramer.
Nobody's ever been more cursed than Louis.
Yeah, but nobody's ever been more Twitter informed.
Let's put up bets. That's not true. I'm not informed. More like deformed. What is our bets on release day for Commander video game? Release year.
27.
Didn't they say in the article? It's like,
wait, what? Did I get bamboozled?
I don't think so. They did not say.
I'll say 26.
You just said 27.
I'll say 27.
I mean, I think 26 or 27 is probably the smart bet. So I'll go 28.
Wow.
Definitely taking 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely take 26 on that.
Yeah.
Right, we know it won't be 26. We can cross that one right off the list.
I think this is going to be interesting. My brain went to how many people will sell their Magic collection to go play the Commander video game.
Your brain didn't go anywhere. Okay.
That's where it goes. I get excited about people selling out of Magic because they reach out to me and I buy it. KitchenTableTCG@gmail.com. If you want to sell your Magic collection in response to any news, please hit me up.
I'm going to FUD alert myself.
There you go.
This is where people are going to find out that without being in person and sitting down with your friends, Commander's just not that much fun.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, let's talk about that. I totally agree with that.
This is where people are going to be like, oh, wow. This is going to give a bigger bump to Standard on Arena than probably anything else. Oh, yeah. You were so close. Oh, yeah. And then you had to go. This is going to do nothing but hurt Arena. Hold on. You just predicted that they're going to come out with every single card released on release day for a digital client, and it's coming out in 2026. Those are your two takes?
Yeah.
Let's not make fun of me shooting outside the box here. Okay, calm down.
You think that this is going to be good for Arena?
Yeah.
This is the end of Arena. This is where Arena dies.
People are going to find out it's not that fun. That being said, it's going to kill Arena.
No, like I agree with everything you said.
This is why you should always inverse Louis. You nailed it, Josh. Thank you.
Everything you said about Commander not being fun on a digital client, I agree with. Like Commander
that
is
being
fun
said,
because the gathering
is kill Arena.
No, like this has the people. I don't understand how those two things are connected. How are those two things connected?
If this client releases and nobody has fun playing it, how is it going to kill the other existing very successful digital client?
Because the people who are going to play this are people who want to play Commander, not people who want to play Standard.
Right, but those people are going to find out by your own admission that Commander's no fun playing it this way. And they're just going to keep doing it?
Things are connected. No, they're not going to go play Arena. Why would they go play Arena? If they're interested in playing Commander and they don't have...
So here's the difference. Wow, look at me. I'm going to be the peacemaker. I haven't gone for too long. So what Josh is arguing is that people will prefer an online format. That will be what they prefer. They're like, I want to play something online. I'm going to play Commander online. Commander online sucks. I'm going to Standard. Well, Louis is
that what you're saying, Josh?
No, they're already in Standard. They're already playing Arena. Arena's already wildly popular.
This is my point.
That was easy.
Yeah. All right.
So is Arena not crazy popular right now?
No, but like that's not. It is, but like that's. But it is, but that's not the question.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Nobody's leaving Arena. Nobody's leaving Arena to go play Commander. Is that what you're arguing?
But the people are going to then get a digital client, try Commander, realize how much it sucks when you're not in person because it takes away the magic that is Commander, and be like, well, I kind of liked the digital client being able to play Magic whenever I want, but I don't like that I'm playing in an unfun way with no social interaction. If I'm going to do that, I might as well play Magic the fun way on the convenient digital client.
Do I learn how to play guitar?
I think that the demographic for the Commander video game is largely people who enjoy playing Commander in person and can't get outside of their house often enough to go play Commander at their friend's house or at their LGS or at their whatever, or people who don't like being around people. That is the demographic for the Commander video game.
How do I play this thing?
And I don't think that the Commander video game demographic is people who play Standard and want to grind Standard on Arena. I don't think that those people matter to the Commander video game. I think the Commander video game is going to draw from people who already love playing Commander and want an easier way to play Commander that's not in person. And if that is successful, it's going to take away from Arena. Like, because this will be way more popular. If it's successful, it'll be way more popular than Arena is. And so if Magic sees whatever way they monetize it, they're going to put their resources and time into this that works and that people are excited about rather than into Arena. That's my point. It's going to look like Magic Online.
Yeah, there's not a ton of resources and time going into Arena right now. It's just every set release comes out, make an Arena version.
Okay.
They need a guy who did Pixelborn to do more stuff.
That guy did something very impressive in a very short amount of time. Pixelborn is not Arena. Like, let's be fair.
It's better. It's got a better game.
Oh my God. Look, you couldn't figure out how to get the pictures on the cards in Pixelborn.
I did.
You thought the cards didn't have pictures.
After you told me how to do it, I got it right.
I wish the cards in this had pictures. That would be cool.
Yeah, I was a little confused when I got it. I was like, why did people raving about this? They didn't even see the art.
All right. Let's talk. Is Wizards website? Are we actually doing that? Yeah, I guess so. We have no other Magic.
You're the one that made this stupid topic, so we got to yell at Rudy for something I don't understand yet.
I'm sorry. If you guys want to contribute to the topics, I would love that.
I am contributing half the topics this week. What more?
I want to go the way of George and not contribute anything. That's an option.
I'm doing the MetaGoat topic, the Goat Kana topic, and the Secret.
You aren't though.
You're not.
You said you were doing them. We don't want to talk about Metazoo. Nobody
That's
wants
too bad. That's too bad. And it's Meta 2.
And B, you're not doing the Lord Thomas topic. So like
that part's true. That part could be fair.
We talked 2 weeks ago when George wasn't here, and we actually discussed the happenings of the TCG universe rather than Taylor Swift guitars. And
you told me to go get them.
I assume concussions. I
had a mild concussion.
Yeah. We talked about Wizards going direct to consumer, and then
going DTC.
Rudy said he got an email from somebody in a video. An email. I think that when Rudy says I got an email from somebody in a video, what he really means is I was listening to this awesome podcast called May the Zoo Be With You, and they talked about it, and now I'm going to make a video on it 6 days later. I think that that's actually what Rudy meant by
what
email.
Did you guys say on the podcast? I didn't listen to it.
One of us, I won't say who.
Was it Donald?
No, it was not Donald. Donald, when we talk about, it's almost when Donald talks about magic, it's like,
wow,
Donald's the new Eeyore.
Yeah,
you missed this. Donald's the new Eeyore. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, it was rough.
Donald is 3 times worse than Eeyore Louis Magic post 2022. Depressed.
3 times.
Depressed, beaten up by.
What was wrong with Donald?
He just hates magic.
You hate magic. You still do the podcast every week.
I love magic. I love Commander. I think that Commander is the greatest format of any.
Oh my God. Wait, hold on. Those games are going to take like 2.5 to 3 hours sitting just at your computer or on your phone. You can't poop that long. You just can't do it.
Commander client is like, are they going to have cameras? I don't think so. Like,
Fun. Here we go, baby.
And here comes the hometown TCG
How
only fan.
Pump.fun Commander stream.
They got rid of streaming.
No, they didn't.
They did. They disabled streaming on Pump.fun because somebody did very bad
everything. Because of literally every single thing.
They did.
I don't know what Pump.fun is, and I don't care. Hot Tub Commander stream though.
That'd be great for Pump.fun. You nailed it, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, so what somebody, not necessarily I, said about the Wizards website is that they would do just MSRP, just like the Pokemon Center.
We also did when I was there. We did that when I was on the podcast.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah,
that was before Donald.
We agreed that that's what they do with MSRP for sure.
BD.
So Rudy doubled down on that this week, and I don't know.
Wasn't he talking about physical stores?
No.
Okay.
If Wizards makes a physical store in 2024, I don't think Chris Cox is that dumb.
It's like an NFT.
We love Chris
It's
Cox.
like an NFT. It's a digital representation of something that exists in real life.
That's not what an NFT is. I'm starting to think maybe you don't understand the blockchain.
No, sir. No, sir.
I'm starting to think that you don't understand what an NFT
Michael
is.
Saylor's like, oh my God, have you heard of this guy? I have begged him for 3 years to do this with me.
Every time I get into a discussion with Louis about the technology behind crypto and why I don't believe it, he goes, I don't know about all that. I just know it's pumping.
Yeah. I can't figure out how we got into every one of these dead TCGs he pumps.
Oh my God.
Listen, that's an investor that knows what his goal is.
On the crypto stuff, he seems to hold. He doesn't pump and dump like he does for all this dead TCG.
So buy at the top of the market. So there's no.
You are the ultimate top signal. You literally might be the highest sale ever for a Bitcoin.
Louis Power Top confirmed.
That's not true.
You were literally within hundreds of dollars.
Actually, technically, it might be true. I did trade
based on that trade. I did trade somebody. I'm not gonna say who it is locally for product. A soup can.
I shouldn't say any of this. I'm not gonna say any of it. I sold something. I gave him something as a gift.
How many favors of a physical form did you give this guy?
And he
This is a safe space, Louis. Nobody ever hears the podcast.
He also gave me Bitcoin as a gift, but that gift was valued.
Yeah, I'm sure the IRS says they'll never crack that code. You're the first one to figure out that stunt.
Who do you think the poor IRS agent is that has to watch this podcast weekly, waiting for us to say something like that?
Bitcoin sale.
Waiting for one of us to slip up. They're like, after 3.5 years.
Anyway,
I finally found it.
The deal was.
I traded the one guy dual lands for soup, and I traded the soup for 0.0001 Bitcoin.
We valued Bitcoin at 100K in order to get.
There you go.
Yeah, that was the point. That was the point.
So, but that is the top. We never broke 100, right?
We never broke 100. No,
of course not.
And importantly, we didn't break 100 before the Friday when I had my bid on.
And who told you what to do with that, Louis?
You did.
And what happened there, Louis?
You gotta let me finish. People don't understand what happened.
Go ahead.
On Poly Network, where you can bet, you can.
I also love how it's Poly Market.
Oh, whatever it is, where you can degenerately gamble on the price of what Bitcoin's going to do by the day. Rather than buying the Bitcoin or selling the Bitcoin, you can just bet on it.
It's for those who think Bitcoin a little bit too safe of an asset. Not quite volatile enough.
I just like the visualization of there's the mountain of Bitcoin, and at the very peak there's a little dot,
dude, and
right next to that dot it just says Louis DeGeorge.
Polymarket is crazy. They've predicted to, like, I think it's like 85% of things that won on, like, were predicted higher on Poly Network came true. So, like, it's like a crazy way. People are like actually looking at it to like predict what's going to happen elsewhere.
I love when you learn about concepts that came out in the late 2000s. Right now, you're like, this thing called crowdsourcing. It's amazing. Why is it
the ultimate crowdsourcing? Because they putting actual money onto it.
What were the odds that it hit 100,000 that day, Louis?
When I bought the odds, it was at 8%.
What was it when you sold?
I sold. You made me sell at 75%,
and it never hit it.
I got my initial. First off, chat comment section. It was $30. I don't gamble.
I will say I was super disappointed when I heard this.
Because I was
very smart enough to tell me that when you told me, because I'd been like, let it ride, baby.
How long did we talk about this? Like 3 days straight. It was 3 days straight.
I don't know if that's true.
It's the only thing I thought about for like 3 days.
It's the only thing you thought about since that moment. I love that Louis will now only discuss crypto after refusing to discuss it with me for 3 years.
And it was like a $30 bet. I just wanted to win. Like, it wasn't like I didn't care.
No, that's the whole. That's crypto, baby.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Jack, why are you against crypto?
I'm not against
we're
crypto.
Not getting this. Save this for the crypto podcast.
Yeah, whoa.
You pro
Louis?
crypto?
Well, Louis, don't staple me with assets.
You pro crypto?
I don't understand crypto to the way that I want to.
It's GOAT.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Well, now I got it.
It only goes up. What do you mean?
Until Louis touches it. Then it dies.
What's there to understand? You buy and you
I
sell
love
before
the day after you finally bought Bitcoin, it went down 8%. I love that so much.
Not exactly what happened.
That's literally exactly what happened.
Hold on. You made a commitment to me.
Exactly what happened.
You made a commitment to me.
And killed that too.
Did you keep buying on the way down?
Sure, yes.
No, he only buys it when it's at.
No. George did say, hey, you should probably buy some Ethereum too. So then I bought $500 worth of Ethereum, and the next day it dipped 8%.
Well, at least now we know the Louis DeGeorge effect is roughly negative 8%.
100%. The short Louis ETF is going to go bananas.
We should have an automated. That'd be great. We could have an automated trade thing that could trade opposite of whatever I do.
100%.
Okay. Anyway, Wizards website.
What animal coin would you never buy?
I don't get into the animal coins.
What?
I don't understand the meme coin world. I texted. We got to save this. This is where
I will say that shocks me.
Yeah, I know.
Is the crypto podcast real? Do I need to actually write something on the blockchain so I can understand it?
I thought of like one thing you would love, it'd be meme coins.
Well, yeah, that's fair. Again, it's just because I don't understand them.
You don't understand Pokemon, and we discuss it every freaking week.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty good grasp on Pokemon.
No, he knows shiny card go valuable.
He nailed it. Pokemon.
Bingo.
No. All right, we're back. Sorry, everybody. I had a store emergency to handle. Somebody needed their Pokemon cards, man. Somebody needed to trade in Pokemon cards to get Pokemon Slab.
What kind of super are you getting in exchange for it?
That's all Magic people. The Pokemon people, that they have money. They spend.
Yeah. It's chili season,
and their cards are worth value. Their cards are valuable. So like,
hold on. One card out of every 4 boxes has value. The rest of them
you're running way down.
Were we done talking about the Wizards website? I don't remember what
we're dunking on Rudy for some thing.
We got pretty deep into the crypto world.
That's right, your meme coin hate, which I find baffling.
Yeah.
All right. The Hawk Tour girls came out with Hawk Coin this week.
I saw that.
Wait, really?
I will say this: if one thing takes down Bitcoin, it'll be the Hawk Tour coin.
All right. Predictions on Wizards website.
Got it. You ready for my prediction?
Yeah.
Hawk to 1K.
When do they
Hawk to 1K?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Hawk to 1K.
When does Wizards website go live?
Tomorrow. Black Friday. Today.
Wait, Wizards website's already live.
No, like their direct to consumer sales, that kind of thing.
I think you can buy boxes on Wizards website right now, can't you?
No, it links to Amazon. It links to what? Amazon. 100%.
Yeah, isn't there Amazon at MSRP?
No.
No?
Nope.
Man, can't believe they wouldn't honor their own MSRP.
So when do they go live with a direct to consumer? You think it happens at the start of the year? That was kind of my bet too. I think it gets really weird with Secret Lair. I think it's really weird with Secret Lair. It almost feels like it should just be part of Secret Lair. Secret Lair should just be part of it. Like I think Scalefast will end up handling the fulfillment and all that stuff anyway. I don't know. It just feels like having Secret Lair plus this is a weird thing.
Why?
Because it kills the Secret Lair set release dream.
No. I think it's just weird to have two different websites. I guess one is completely different branding. We've already talked about that they don't communicate at all between the two of them anyway. But I don't know. It just seems like they should have Secret Lair as a I don't know. It just seems weird.
But if they do a hard push for their website where they're releasing sets and products in booster boxes, right? Mm-hmm. Why would they then release a booster box and set that isn't a mystery booster convention edition, something we've already seen on the Secret Lair site? They would just be like, it's a Wizards of the Coast exclusive set.
Right.
That comes out on the Wizards website.
Right. Yeah. I think it'll be really interesting when things sell out on Wizards website. So if they do this as a pre-order collector boxes and they sell it at MSRP and then that sells out, I think that's going to be a huge drive of sales to LGSs and to online. Like that's going to create a ton of FOMO.
I think you're going to start off by not doing collector boxes. I think it'll be everything but collector boxes.
Really?
So, I had the opposite take.
Only collector boxes.
I think play boxes still go through stores. You could tell me a futuristic disaster world where you want a collector box. You can't get it from your store. Collector boxes are only available from Wizards.
Wow. I hate you.
Is that not the clear take? Is that not the clear and obvious take?
Josh, I still love you.
I have pre-sold zero Innistrad Remastered collector boxes.
Why?
The demand has been zero for play boxes. Collector boxes probably upwards of 100 between like different things.
That got creepy. Between different
all about the
soups
favors tonight, Louis.
Between different soups and favors and meme coin
like
trades.
Between like Wizards and the Gold Wizards and the local, like whatever. It's just hard to like. I can just look at my number. I don't know what like my actual number of like committed sales is, because the Gold Wizards, it's not like a guaranteed thing. But my point is, zero demand at all for the play box, 100% demand for the collector box. This is the first time that that's happened.
We knew that was going to happen with this remastered set. We talked about the remastered set is all about the collector box. The play box truly is a go to your game store and play the release.
Yeah, I guess that's what you're going to.
And like, you know, none of the cards from the set are in high demand for like, hey, I need this for my commander deck. Like,
this is my point though. Like, you can't take collector boxes from the stores. That would be awful.
Hold on. Rephrase that. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
You can.
That would be awful. That would be really bad. That would be
I don't think they're going to do that for upsetting.
Hope not.
That's the way for them to make the most money and do the least amount of work.
I don't know if that's true.
Things like that
killing off 3/4 of LGSs
is
a pretty weird way to sell more boxes.
That was our take for like an entire year when they were like going to go direct to Amazon.
That thing being
I agree with George.
That being a potential thing that Wizards would do should be enough for every LGS to make sure they are diversified into Pokemon.
Listen, I'm on the Pokemon hype train, buddy. I get it. But 2 sets in the last year have come out and are like of any kind of decent value.
Only on TCG player. That doesn't matter, dude.
You're still selling them for $100 in store, and it's a $90 box. Like,
I'm not selling them for $100 in store.
So people are coming in for a box that's $100 online. Okay, so the community is just not caught up to how the world works. I guess.
Because people want to buy a box today. They want to crack packs. They're on their way home.
They want to
They want to open a box today.
Crack some packs.
Yeah. We're talking about Pokemon, and
people love valueless cards. I forget about that.
Like,
the value is so top heavy. It's insane. It's
of course.
It's indie TCGs.
More than $1.
It's indie TCGs in the pandemic all over again. I've been really looking at these sets, and I was like, this is insane. 1 out of every 4 boxes got some value. At least the value is going to stay. It's not going to die in a year.
George said January 1. I said I agreed with him. I'm going to go July 1. I'm going to say this starts with the summer set with what's it called? Not Assassin's Creed, Final Fantasy. Yeah, this starts with Final Fantasy. Josh, what's your prediction?
I think it starts smaller. I think it starts with, we're going to get Universes Beyond in standard. I think the first standard set is a regular standard set. The second one is Universes Beyond. I think it starts with a standard set.
So, I'm going to a friend's house for Thanksgiving. I'm going to want dinner. I'm breaking the diet that day out of you.
Yeah.
I can't believe you haven't just broken the diet now. Like, it's 2 days from, like, today is Tuesday.
That's my struggle.
Yeah, like this is why I had my Kit Kats today. It's like on Thursday I'm gonna eat my body weight in food. Why would I care what I eat today?
Also, earlier in this podcast, did you call me fatter than Louis? I'll stand for a lot of
you let that roll off.
I won't stand for that one.
Josh,
I knew that. Well, you could see that it pierced him deep.
I can throw Louis.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. Louis also pretty fat. So like I was thinking,
George losing weight has gone straight to his head.
Yeah, straight to his head. All the fat.
So far to his head, it started to extrude from his head.
Is going to Waffle House by yourself on Thanksgiving night too depressing?
No.
Is that your friend's house that you're going to?
No.
I was going to say,
if my friend was like, we're all going to Waffle House, I would think that's a big dub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason I have a craving to do like a Chinese food meal on Thanksgiving all the time.
We're all closed here.
Chinese food is just always good. It's always
I could eat Chinese food every day. Not
bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Chinese food and pizza could be things you eat every meal for every day and be happy.
Yeah, and that's why you look like me. Like that's how you get here. Nailed it.
Wait, so I can go there at night, right? And go to the Waffle House, go to Awful Waffle.
You're gonna go to your friend's house and then go to Waffle House afterwards?
At night.
Yeah, because then you don't have to shame eat in front of people that you want to like have a social experience with, but you still get the shame eating.
I don't think I can go to my friend's house and eat like 4 pounds of meat, then be like, all right, I gotta go home.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you go there, you make appearances, you shake hands, you kiss babies, then you go ruin your life at a Waffle House.
Yeah, I think it's the play.
I agree.
Okay, Josh, Wizards website. What
still
you're
the best
saying?
value.
Standard set.
I just told you the first Universes Beyond standard set, provided it's not the first set of the year.
Why
You gave us.
Everybody else gave like a date.
You gave the Final Fantasy release.
I said the Somerset July 1, word for word. Word for word. Somerset.
The Somerset's coming out July 1 or
usually it's the first week of July around then. I'm not saying it's going to be exactly that day, but like.
Why can't you just give a date?
All right, let's move on.
July 2nd. Screw you, Louis. Closest without going over.
Sorcery chaos. The sorcery community has been more like Josh than me lately.
Oh, buddy. One of us is flooding and sad. Louis projecting some of the sorcery sadness on me.
What's going on with sorcery?
Well, we talked about reprints a little bit last week. Is that what we talked about last week, or is that after?
Go ahead. Describe it.
Will you like catch? I obviously know Louis, but will you catch other people up?
Well, other people watched the podcast last week.
Why? I wasn't on.
That's why. Nailed it.
Yeah, there's going to be the comment section this week is going to be amazing. It's going to be full of George is back. Thank God George is back. George, you look great. What happened to your head? So glad that thing didn't hit you. And then every other comment's going to be like, who the hell is this guy? And what happened to the podcast over the last 2 weeks? And why didn't that thing land more square on the head?
We literally tried to hit him over the head to keep him from the podcast. We did our best.
Whoever prefers anybody but me on the podcast should go seek mental help. This isn't hard.
I think that's is that gaslighting? Are we back to the gaslighting phase?
Not gaslighting, that's called accuracy.
The gaslighting phase on this podcast was so
good.
The best.
Easily the best 6 months of the podcast was
so
us
good.
All learning what gaslighting was together.
And constantly gaslighting each other through the knowledge.
By far the best part of this podcast.
Yeah.
Gold. Okay. So sorcery. So they had another big wave
of gaslighting.
They had another big wave of Arthurian legends.
Yeah, of course.
We talked about that last week. And importantly, this was like the rest of the order from wave 1. So if you ordered 100 boxes as a store, wave 1, you got
this wasn't wave 2.
This was wave 2. You got but you got what you didn't get on your wave 1. So if somebody ordered 100 boxes of wave 1, my understanding from what my numbers looked like and from what I've heard from other people, don't quote me, internet. Simon, please don't ban me if I'm wrong.
Ban him. Ban him.
I'll take a ban if I need to.
That'd be so good. God, when you get banned from sorcery,
where are we going next?
Anyway, so if you ordered 100 boxes and you got 60, now you got
that dumbass game from Asmodee?
Star Wars.
You get banned from that, it doesn't matter. No, there's another one. Elemental?
Altered.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that one's more like NFTs than anything. That game.
Yeah, how have you not rolled your NFT love into Altered already?
Dude, that game's not even on TCG Player.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah. Imagine backing a game and then like it's got like a major publisher and you're like, this is going to be a real thing, and then they're not even on TCG Player after the full release.
That's rough.
It's like Cryptic is on TCG Player.
Is that still true?
Yeah, of course. You don't get off TCG Player once you're on. There's no incentive to take you off.
No.
Yeah. Oh, Cryptic's definitely still on TCG Player because every now and then
Cryptic promos. Do I have anything that has some value? Hold on, I gotta go grab my cards.
I'll help you. Oh my god, it still is.
Every now and then you'll get a random ass sale. Like we still have some stuff up on.
Everything's out of stock because nobody has.
Yeah. It's
nobody. Oh my! Everything is out of stock.
Yeah.
The things that aren't out of stock are comically listed at staggeringly high prices.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Anyway, you could buy the game for less than the Providence card player.
No. Oh, look, that's the champion right there. Orpheus. Go back. The Orpheus champion is my store's promo. Look, scroll down to the right. The champion one that says Orpheus champion, learn to raid in the middle of your screen.
Where does it say Orpheus champion? I missed it. I'm on the spot. Now I don't know where it is.
Right there.
I can't
right
find
where your mouse is, you dinglebird. Up.
Midnight. Oh, Orpheus Champion. Why did you describe it better?
That's our store champion one.
Wait.
No sales.
Has it ever?
Zero.
Never sold?
I might have a... Oh, that's the champion one, though. Anyway.
You did all this and lied to me?
No, that's the champion
Welcome to
one.
Sorcery.
I have a bunch of the ones that were not champion ones because we had extra.
Maybe you should.
I don't know where they are. They're in a box. Actually, I have 2 boxes that say "Cryptic Do Not Throw Away" in my attic.
Why would you want to scratch out the "do not"?
Because when I am in 20 years, Donald and I are going to have a 20-year anniversary of Cryptic's death. We're going to play some Cryptic. It's going to be great. We'll reminisce on the greatness of what that was. Anyway, sorcery. So Arthurian Legends Wave 2 came out. We talked about it a little bit. Not the best communication in terms of like across the board. Like my rep was like, no, we're not getting any boxes. And then 2 days later, I woke up to a like $25,000 bill. Like he had no clue boxes were coming. He didn't tell me at all. And then they had them. They were ready to ship them. It's like stuff like that. And so a lot of stores that happened. But then in a Discord or on a podcast with somebody, Simon said that beta reprints are coming and all hell broke loose. I mean, like
why?
Because there are people in the community who feel like they should not reprint beta.
Yeah. You know what they should do?
Read.
They should learn to read like Louis should. They should learn to listen to this podcast. They should learn to listen to Simon. Simon says it's in the title of the game. And they should get off their high horse and like think for a freaking second. Like, what a stupid thing to get upset about.
So
I remember
it's a little bit more
podcast. It's the best looking member.
What'd I say?
They would reprint this. And the ugliest member, the lover of big cats himself.
Agreed. I agreed.
Did not agree.
I 100% agreed. 100% said they would reprint it, and they did reprint it. We've talked about this, and we've received the boxes. You haven't been on the podcast since that happened.
They will keep reprinting
this. Things have happened since then.
Why don't people want that reprinted?
So a couple things. It's a little bit new. I largely fall into where you were saying, and I largely agree.
They should listen to this podcast, listen to Simon, and learn to read.
I also think, in my opinion, if you're gonna take, like, most of the people who are upset about their investment. Okay.
Oh, no, the investment in my TCG didn't work out. Who would have guessed this?
I am a firm believer that if you're going to I've said this, if you're going to invest in a TCG.
Oh my God. If you're going to invest in a TCG, go home, find God, and learn to read.
You should invest in something that that doesn't have the variable of can it be alpha will not be reprinted. They're not going to reprint alpha. Everybody knows that. If you wanted a safe bet, you should have put your money in alpha. Now the argument to that is, if you
wanted a safe bet in an indie TCG, you should learn what all those words mean.
So, but it's a little bit more nuanced than you're making it out, because the way that they are verbalizing the way, they didn't really give much info, but it comes across as like when you just saw what happened with Arthurian Legends and boxes tanked. I mean, like there were stores selling them for $90. Yeah, like that's basically cost. Then you got the losing on fees and shipping, all that stuff. Like the price cratered. So when you have that met with this idea of beta reprint, if they do that in the same way, it's going to have that kind of effect on, the market on the game. And I think that beta is needed at stores that are running events need beta. We are running out of beta. I have some boxes left, but I hate it when a box sells, because I'm like, eventually I'm not going to have this on my shelf. Now I'm like, I'm going to have plenty of it, but eventually I'm not going to have it on my shelf. And that sucks. Like I took them off for a while. I had them off the website, and I now have them more expensive on the website and cheaper in store. And like, it's a way to like, whatever. But I don't think that all these sellers who just are trying to increase their volume at distro, just are trying to get more Surging Sparks boxes, just are trying to get more whatever, need to be buying this at volumes and getting a pallet of them to dump the price and to make a penny a box on it, selling, as fast as possible. I don't think that that's helpful for the game either.
That happening though?
That's what happened with Arthurian Legends. I'm not going to say the name of the store, but it's a store that you would know from the Magic the Gathering world. I'll just say it was Stomping Ground. Like Stomping Ground. I would not have known
that from the Magic the Gathering world.
And Stomping Ground, great guys. They're awesome. Like I've
don't know they exist until right now on this podcast.
They're huge volume seller. Massive. They are at MagicCon. They have the huge thing. They are huge volume Magic seller. They do the advertisements on Facebook. They are
every release.
They are bottom dollar Magic the Gathering product. I mean, if you want like pre-order at KitchenTableTCG.com, your prices won't be as good as if you pre-order at Stomping Grounds. Like they are bottom dollar, like whatever. And so their whole game is volume. And like why that doesn't help the sorcery community. Like
that's not their job either.
Right, but what I'm saying is like it doesn't help to have boxes being sold at fire sale prices for an indie TCG. The game is too delicate. The world of indie TCGs are too delicate for that. So I do agree that it shouldn't be done. I do agree with the naysayers that it shouldn't be done in that way. But I also, it's hard. Like my opinions on this are very confusing. It's hard because I do think that stores who are running events need boxes, and looking at Team Covenant having a supply of boxes that never ends seems unfair.
Is that still happening?
Yeah, they've had boxes up forever. I mean, they've had boxes up since
I will say it is always stunning when indies make the same, I'll say decisions and not mistakes to be polite, that a bunch of indie TCGs made before.
Yeah. It's just frustrating. It's like I think that stores need to have a restock because like people who are actually running events and hosting communities or whatever should be able to get those products, and there are plenty of people who need that stuff. The online community is not that. Like the online community is not where boxes are needed. It's in person, in store where boxes are needed. So that's again. I think if I was Sorcery, I would limit the reprint. I would give distro a list of store names that are running events and limit. You get 2 cases. That's it. You get 2 cases. You don't need more than that. That's how I would do it. But
can we all just
Card Shop Live? Oh my god!
Can we all just?
We are so back, baby. We are back. We are hilarious. Back.
That is so good.
I couldn't. Is it not just as simple then, Louis, as and correct me if I'm wrong, just print fewer boxes?
So like there's an answer here, which is don't reprint the boxes, right? Like that's certainly an answer.
Because if stability is important and you've got all these people getting pallets of boxes and dumping them, just don't make pallets of boxes available for them to do that.
Yeah.
How much is a box of Arthurian Legends right now?
$97.80.
That seems fine to me. $100 box seems about right for an indie TCG.
But I think I think that's losing money.
It is.
Welcome to 2024 on TCG Player.
No, like I agree with that. Like, frankly, I agree that like.
No, but like, hold on.
I think that's fine for Arthurian Legends. I mean, it's below map, which I think is another problem. Why have map if you're not going to enforce it?
You shouldn't have map. Map is stupid.
But they do have map.
We did this last week.
They have
map is stupid. I don't care if they have it or not. Map is stupid whether you have a map or don't have a map.
The real answer is they shouldn't have raised the prices of boxes. Then, if you're not going to have map, you're not going to enforce map. Then you can't raise the price of boxes and lower.
What?
They raised the price of boxes and they lowered the number of packs in them. That's why they added map.
But
who would have thought that you can't dictate what the free market will bear? Never would have guessed this from every econ class anybody has ever taken.
Even selling at $100 in store, right? Forget TCG player fees, right?
Yeah. After credit card fees, that's roughly a 10% profit.
Right? Doesn't that kill like the whole? What made stores want to support indie TCGs? On Magic and Pokemon, you can make 10% all day long. and you're guaranteed to sell the product.
Yeah, again,
on indies, the reason you take them is because you make $40 a box, right? You make more money per box.
I don't think that stores price things according to TCG Player like you keep saying that they do.
I think more stores do than you think.
No,
I think it's somewhere between you two. I think it is.
Way to be bold, George.
Well, I mean, like, you both are numbnuts, so like it is, it's somewhere between you two bozos. But I mean, like, the first wave sold at a premium of both boxes. That's where stores made their money. Louis sold proxies to make his money. We all love that for Louis. We all love that Louis sells fake cards for a profit for sorcery.
He didn't sell the fake.
He gave them away with a full price box. I'm sorry.
George knows that too.
You paid a little extra.
No,
yeah,
you didn't pay extra. You didn't pay extra
for free.
Well, I mean, the boxes are $97. Did you sell your box for $97?
I think you paid it was. I sent you guys a screenshot of. It was two guys on Facebook. Shout out to these guys. I'm not going to say their name. Two guys on Facebook bitching about the price of the box compared to what they pre-ordered to. And then I looked it up in my Shopify, and it was like $3,000 between the two of them worth of sales of boxes. And I sent it to you guys, and I said, these are guys who like literally said in their comments, I will never pre-order a box again. I'll just wait till 6 weeks after.
Like, welcome to TCGs.
But this is my response to that too. This was my response to that too. Is like, then you'll have to wait for 6 weeks. You won't get the product. You won't get to open the boxes early. You won't get to sell the singles for that amount of money. Like singles prices are going to be dirt cheap in 6 weeks.
Lower.
Like, so if you actually care about that, then you actually care. You're just in this for like
wait, just buy singles.
Yeah. So I agree with that logic, but it does feel bad as a retailer. Like that sucks. Like, I don't want people to think that like my product wrecked them and they should have waited.
You shouldn't have sold proxies then.
I didn't sell proxies. You're such a douchebag.
If you sell fakes, you can't be like, wow, why are people mad that I sold fakes? Because you sold
fake
fakes.
sorcery cards, DTC.
God.
What am I missing?
It was so good when you were gone for 3 weeks.
Yeah, but it must have been great. I don't know.
I can't believe that Hitman didn't work out.
It was a hit arcade machine. We got to buy a better one.
It hurt.
I bet.
Does it look good?
It hurt. It like for a real hurt.
Bet.
The doctor said if it was like an inch lower, it would have made me blind in that eye.
Which is basically where you're going anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, would have just like expedited it.
So like,
oh my gosh, you finally lose weight. Now you can't see yourself in a mirror.
That'd be fine.
God, I have such a good burn for that, but I can't say it. No.
So like, I mean, like, I don't get it. People need to stop whining. If you're investing in an indie TCG, look up animal coins.
Yeah, like
it'll go to zero.
This is what I've said
forever.
For those of you who haven't watched my videos, George, this is what I've said the whole time. Is like the vast majority of the people don't have any clue that this conversation is going on. Nobody in my store has any clue what like that people on Facebook are upset about the game. Like most people who are playing the game who are
and sorcery has a player problem, not a collector problem.
Yeah.
Do you think that's true for indies?
Players, not more collectors.
I think that's true. I think the numbers it's not skyrocket. I'm not saying that there's 100,000 people playing the game in the store, but if there are 1,000 people playing sorcery at the stores across the country or across the world, and there are 300 people bitching in a Discord server,
that's my point. Like, if sorcery at this point needs to focus on their players.
Yeah.
Players want cheap cards.
I don't buy that either, though. This is where like I draw a line there. Players don't want cheap cards. Players want access to cards. They want to be able to pull the cards, but they don't want their cards. We don't need this.
They don't want their cards to be worthless.
The best line from the entire week on Facebook was, "This shit's like Flesh and Blood now."
I don't know what that is. That a game?
That was the best line on the
entire... I added a little reminder in the middle of this conversation.
I have always said Mon to 0.075K. We'll get back there one day, boys.
It might be less now.
It is less now.
It is less. Monarch first edition right now is
0.05K.
It's $52 a box on TCG. Pull it up. Put your little FUD alert up there, Josh.
No, there's no fun there.
I mean, but here's what I would say to that. I think that overlearns the lesson of that game. The lesson from that game was not you can't reprint boxes. I think it was that you have to communicate how you're doing it effectively.
Yeah.
And like, to Sorcery's credit, and I've been a little critical of Sorcery every now and again. Like, they have said from day one, I am allowed to reprint beta. I likely will.
Yeah.
They did not hold this out as some magical collector's item that will only go to the moon.
Right. We talked about this.
They did not do this unlimited nonsense. They didn't do this like, this every 30 boxes has a super special thing and everybody else gets wrecked. Like, they've been clear about how they're going to handle the boxes and their game. That's better and healthier.
Yep.
Like, to me, that's the lesson from that other game. The positive lesson from that game, the reason that that game still is around in some capacity, is because of players.
I also think it's bad.
That's why Sorcery needs to focus on players.
I also think it's bad when games come out and say things are out of print, because then it creates this artificial market.
And it's also like, the problem is like that works until it doesn't, until the Emperor has no clothes.
Right.
Right? Like, we saw this.
Not to derobe the Emperor in front of both of you. But...
Is that first or unlimited?
That's first.
No, unlimited's 44.
God,
it costs you money for a store.
Chat, if you don't know, this podcast started because of a live stream where I don't know how much. George didn't pay this much, but I paid $500 a box, and I opened up 100 of those MFers on stream.
That's amazing.
And hold on.
I think actually my average was $350 a box, if I remember correctly.
The reverse Louis ETF right here, crushing it, by the way.
God, yes. Yeah.
The
reverse Louis ETF on that is, I mean, it will make up for all the losses.
Jim Cramer's got nothing on us.
Yeah.
It's
all right, get that crap off the screen. Stop. No, I don't care. Stop.
I want to know. I'm looking for myself now.
Like, to me, the lesson of my experience was not that you can't reprint boxes, is that you have to communicate it effectively.
I gotta know the price.
And like, again, like, I think Sorcery's done a good job of communicating.
$39. That's crazy.
$46.
All right. They didn't actually have that many boxes, guys. Remember? That's why George got banned.
But there are lessons to be learned there, and it might be print fewer boxes.
I do think that's true. Like, what I would say is this. I think, like, you have to print... The right number of boxes is always the number of demand minus one.
Sure. And the demand's not that high from a player base. There are people playing the game. The game is good. It's fun. It's awesome. But there's still a small number of people playing Sorcery. Like, the singles aren't outrageously priced. There are one or two cards that I feel like need more. I do think like more beta is fine. I think the difference is if you do it like you just did wave 2 of Arthurian Legends, that looks I don't think that's the solution. I think the solution is to give the boxes to people who are actually running events for players, because that's the people who need the boxes. The internet,
get rid of distribution. Like, to me, this is easy. Like, you either have to get rid of distribution.
And I have brought that up. I think, especially with what they were doing with TC and that whole thing. If they want boxes available at MSRP online, they should just sell direct to consumer and have partners and work with a distribution like Scale Fast, like they did with whatever, like find a distribution partner and have LGS. It's because like I just don't feel like distro is helping the game. I don't think like distro is like, I don't know, but I'm not that. I don't know. It's hard.
It's not. To a certain extent, though, and maybe I'm wrong, it's not distro's job to help the game, though.
Then
like
what's distro's job?
To distribute the product. You said the distro has to buy the product from the game, right?
Yes.
They have to purchase that product. So it's their job to make a profit off that box. Like, that's what they do. They have to be able to sell that box some way. Now, and if that means it's not a popular item and one person wants an entire pallet or Team Covenant wants it all or whatever it might be, like
that's not where Team Covenant is getting boxed.
I understand that, but I'm saying you said other people get whole pallets of this to get another box of Surging Sparks. And if that's the way, and then they dump it on the market. Well, if that's the way it's got to be, like, it's not distribution's job to make sure the product goes out evenly.
It's a demand problem.
Right. And I think this distro model is
it's a supply problem too. Then at that rate, it's a supply problem more than it is anything. They gave, and that's what I'm saying, that they should limit the supply of beta on a restock, not like Arthurian Legends where it was like obviously too many boxes.
But then it becomes distro's problem, right? Because if supply is limited, and now they just give the boxes instead of the stores supporting the games, the kitchen table TCGs of the world, they just go, hey, Stomping Ground's going to pay us more because they can make a couple more bucks here, right? Than kitchen table TCG will. So now if the product's super limited, it becomes the Surging Sparks of that equation. Who's going to take
the crappy
Pokemon set?
You certainly have the distro games, right? Where it's like,
you
have your favorites and reps.
And now the game doesn't grow because distro's only giving it to the people that are going to dump it for the most money as quickly as possible. So it's two-edged sword here.
Dude, it's like stuff like this is so hard. It's like three idiots on a podcast can pretend like it's easy to solve a problem.
Yeah.
It goes back to like, I mean, I don't want to get into Metazoo, but
what? Were you there? Thank God.
I'm
ready.
What was the Metazoo program we were in, George? The
partner program.
The what? The partner program.
Yeah, but we could have fixed Metazoo. Just ship the product.
The partner program had a lot of negatives. The like essentially mafia, the mafia style text at 3 a.m. about your prices and about your conversation was a little much from the Metazoo side. But the idea of a direct to partners model of which people who actually cared about the game were given priority rather than going through distro, I think was a really, really big win. It was handled very poorly.
It was a great win. It was a great win, a great program by a great game.
Also, just because you're in the Metazoo partner program didn't mean you cared about the game. It just meant you wanted to get the alleyway to early access and guaranteed product.
Yeah. Which would in turn mean that you cared about the game, not.
Or you just cared about getting the product on time and making money.
There was no money made in the partner program, for the record, everybody. The game was the game was dead on the arrival of the partner program. I think we probably lost more money out the partner program.
I know I did. And it was not close.
But that's because they printed 250,000 boxes of everything, and they,
You don't understand the overseas market.
God. Anyway, I think something like that. I think there's a world, but that requires some things to figure out.
Yeah, I don't envy their position. That's for sure. I wouldn't want to try to solve this problem.
It's a weird one.
I think they're right if it helps, honey.
All right, Pokemon.
Be right back.
We're not even talking about Pokemon. What do you want to talk about, Josh? There's probably nothing to talk about.
Surgeon Sparks is pumping.
I bought a case of Surging Sparks from distribution this week for $160 a box.
Okay, Pokemon is broken because like one set this year has come out, where you can make value, and they're ripping you off for it right away.
No, like, hey, you also get this, or no, just a text message. Hey, I've got Surging Sparks for $160 a box, and my response was, "Yeah, I'll take as many as you'll give me." And their response was, "I can do a case."
This is the wild part about Pokemon. You get one successful set,
and I was on my distro's like highest sale, like number 3 in the thing the last quarter. So I'm not even like a small fish. Like I've been spending, and like that's crazy. That's stupid, right? Somebody texted me. I was like, "What a really good friend." Shout out to Lauren on good friend, old employee, amazing person. Text me. And she was like, "Hey, I'd love to get a case of Surging Sparks to rip tonight. Would you do $150 a box for me?" Because I usually hook her up. And I was like, can't do that because I just spent $160 a box on
it. Dude, I don't know, man. That's the part I don't get. You get one successful set, you get one win, and everyone's like, "Yeah."
No, this is where price. I don't understand why stores buy things and dump it for $1 a box. You know how many stores, online stores
dump it for $1 a box?
Yeah, dude. You know how many you could pre-order Surging Sparks for $93 a box online? Like, yeah, dude.
So on TCG Player, I've got a couple recorded sales at 90. I think it's $99, $98.
Yeah, but like
it very quickly went up.
A ton of places were doing because this is every Pokemon set. This is what happens. People pre-sell the boxes and they've got their distro price down to, I don't know, probably like $88, lower than my pricing. Sure. They're probably making $4 a box, but they're selling 2,000 boxes. That's a good chunk of money. But
they're doing that to insulate themselves from the Scarlet Violet base sets of the world.
I guess that's the model. But like, holy moly,
yeah, they lost out on this one, but on every other Pokemon set released this year, they won.
Not until now. That. When this enters my Black Friday sale, where I have all those boxes from every other set that I've sat on for 2 years, and they
made the money and had the cash flow, and you didn't. I get that they missed this one, but they want to. This is where I'm in, buddy. I'm Pokemonified with you. We both spent way too much money on cards to grade. This is a bad decision. I'm gonna regret it. This is my.
You went in with Louis?
Oh yeah, I didn't reverse Louis ETF.
Oh my god!
This is my moment. This is my moment. It's gonna be bad, but listen, I'm on the team.
Wrecked.
I'm rah-rahing on the team, but I'm also not
going to crack the TCG market again. It's going to be like Metazoo all over again.
We tried to buy out Pokemon cards, George. That's hard.
That's not what we tried to do.
Did you try to buy out Pokemon cards?
If that's what you think we tried to do, you are in for a rough world, buddy.
No, I just wanted to say it because it's funny.
We did not try to buy out Pokemon.
We did not try to buy out Pokemon cards.
We are buying.
We guaranteed that we were going to buy out Pokemon cards.
We bought and are grading 2 cards.
And cards?
I've got 5.
Josh went Louis on crypto.
I might have gone Louis on crypto.
Yeah.
I might have made some mistakes. I can't expose that information to the world yet.
I'll save my card.
Got to tune into the video.
I really liked the Bulbasaur and Squirtle from Stellar Crown, because Stellar Crown was.
Wait, is that the most recent set?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you guys did not do the most recent set.
We aren't buying them out. It was not meant to be a buyout. It was.
He's right. I just triggered you. I'm sorry.
The PSA 10s are selling for 4 times the price of a raw card.
5 now.
5 times now. The play was to buy near mint cards. My play. I don't know what the hell Josh ended up doing. What I advocated to Josh.
I'm allowed to have fun with you too. I know what we're doing, idiot.
Was to buy near mint cards, grade them, and get 10s and sell the 10s. And
the bad part is I know what we're doing and I'm still doing it. That's the bad part.
I know what you guys are doing. You guys want to get a whole bunch of 9s back.
Oh yeah.
No, so like you look at the cards first and you just sell.
When do you get your cards in, Louis?
I already got all my cards in.
The all 10s?
Remember when I said I'm sending off 70 cards or 90 cards to PSA?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 80 or this is 70.
You bought 90 copies?
Yeah, it's Pokemon. There's a billion of them.
Yeah.
How much were they?
Lots.
Listen, we're getting into the weeds now.
How much
George, hold on. Stop looking at the book.
Trying to buy out a modern Pokemon
No,
card?
I didn't.
You didn't try to buy it out. It was a joke.
It was a joke.
Stop. Nobody was trying to buy out anything.
It was the buyout comment was a joke,
You bought
George.
90 copies.
I bought 91 copies. Well, I bought 69 copies of one and 22 copies of another. But it wasn't trying to buy out. The intention was not to buy out. The intention was to buy in volume, to grade, and then sell the grades
in a volume in an outward direction. Buy in volume.
When are you getting your grades back?
I just sent them, so it'll be a couple months. It'll be 45 days.
Yep. You're gonna get cooked.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna get 25% tens.
Okay.
So if you get 25% tens and they sell for 4 times the value,
hit them with it.
Because by then another set will be coming out.
So what? Then
less people. The next hot thing.
Oh, George,
this is not the hot
Pokemon graded market. George, you're showing your ignorance.
This is not the hot thing.
George, your ignorance.
This card is not the hot thing. Listen, inverse me. I don't care.
If there was a way to inverse you, I would be doing it right now.
So the way the math works out is you make your money back, even including your grading. You make your money back on the tens, and then you sell the nines, and all that's profit. That's the hypothesis. Now,
minus 8% TCG player or eBay fees.
I will say a few things. Number one, it was meant to be, hey, let's buy like 20 of them. That was what Josh and I talked about. And
then it kind of went.
I was maybe a little stressed one day, maybe got a little carried away, maybe bought a little bit more than I intended to. I will give you all that, but
you're gonna get cooked.
I'm not gonna get cooked.
No, he's not getting cooked. He's cooking. Let him cook.
I love the card too. I know this is what I always do.
No, we're not doing the I love the card bullshit.
It's a gorgeous card.
Absolutely not.
Gorgeous.
You're gonna buy 70 copies of the card because you love it.
This is a softer argument. This one's a softer argument.
This is a lie.
I'm gonna give one of the 8s that it assuredly comes back to my daughter of all of these for sure. That's gonna happen.
I'm not gonna get an 8 back. That would be.
But when you get an 8 back out of the 70 you sent in.
I don't send the ones that aren't centered. I don't.
He grades the graders. Watch his video.
What, Josh? What, George?
You bought 69 copies.
Yeah.
How many of those did you send in?
So I sent in 50.
How much do you want to? Let's polymarket this.
Yeah, let's do it, baby. I'm in.
Bet you get at least 1 8 back. What are the odds?
Well,
I'm
not gonna lie. Not gonna lie to you guys. This should have been done in a controlled environment with a nice light and space. And instead, I may have done it while I was watching TV on my couch on a folding table. That might happen.
You're gonna get cooked.
I did this. I was ready. Yeah, I did this.
I may have not really given this the full-on college try as much as I like.
Your college try.
Wait, hold on. I'm out. I don't have one of those.
I think I will. A worst case scenario, I break even. Like that. There's no way I don't break even.
That's not true.
Yeah, there's no way I don't break even.
I'm not this delirious, George. I understand I could lose my ass.
The price of the card could go down.
No.
Well, it's less.
No,
it's a far less. It's a far less volatile market. I'm not willing to go get the box of Monarch I just threw across the room, but it's a far less volatile market.
There's no shot that the card price drops that high, dude. These are cards that sell like I bought 69 copies. Right?
They sell like more than one a day.
These are cards. No, they sell in 25 to 30 a day on TCG Player. The volume on these is insane. That's the point. The volume is absolutely astronomical. Like it's crazy. Like me buying
crazy. That I agree with.
Me buying 60 copies. Me buying 60 copies scooped up that didn't even change the price of the card.
It did for like a day or two.
You bought 70 copies of a card and the price didn't go up.
No, it doesn't.
That to you means the price can't go down.
The demand for the cards is equal to the supply.
It won't be when you get your cards back.
It's not like who's going to be like, oh, you know, what I want to do is mass box opening a bunch of the old
Stellar
Pokemon set. Like everyone's focused on other sets, so it's not like you're crazy to think that I can't get my money back.
A Pokemon card can go down in price.
I mean, I agree that Pokemon cards can go down in price.
I think the overwhelming odds, George, of what happens here is I break even and have a PSA 9 or 2 left over, and it was a lot of work.
Yeah, that's
the overwhelming odds of what's going to happen.
And Josh is going to get a great video at it, and this is great content for me right here. Like this is.
Yeah, I have to make
you over the
pointless.
Bickering with you over the efficacy. Is that the correct word? I got you.
No, I don't even know what you're trying to say. If it helps, honey.
I've been getting a lot of comments about not knowing what words mean lately. This makes sense. Yeah. As the YouTube channel grows,
you could absolutely lose money on this. I want to make sure all the viewers know you could 100% lose money doing this.
I feel like efficacy was actually a really good word there.
So I'm in.
Doubt. Yeah, the ability to produce a desired or intended result. Hell yeah, baby! Listen to me.
What was your point?
Like that this can work.
He's trying to say this is a viable plan.
It can also not work.
Yeah. Everything can work or not work, George. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here?
I said you could lose money. You said you literally can't lose money.
When you started your diet, we all thought you weren't going to lose weight, but you did. Congratulations. You did it.
But my point is that I said you could lose money, and you said literally impossible to lose money.
Yeah, not
George,
impossible.
you can't be a Pokemon millionaire to your Pokemon 100 and I'm shooting my shot.
This is easy. If you're going to lose money on it, you just double it down.
Yeah, do it again. I think I might trade all of the cards that I get to Louis for crypto.
I'm in. No, I'm not. Bury me with my Bitcoin.
It's either that or soup, and I choose the crypto.
Anyway, this is neither here nor there. We need to move on.
It's kind of here, there, and everywhere.
Podcast is so long when George is here. Metazoo, what's your Metazoo topic?
You got here. Poncho is back.
That's great. Next,
I don't even know what that is.
We're back, baby. We got new owners, better game, same great artwork. We are back.
No chance. Hold on.
The fact that nobody's upset that they're completely changing the game is amazing to me.
Box prices are pamping right now.
It means absolutely nobody.
Box prices are skyrocketing.
Nobody cares about the game.
Hold on. They brought this back and they kept the art.
Yeah. They kept the art. They kept.
I've never been more right about anything.
Box prices are skyrocketing. This is going great. So far, right track. Y'all are crushing it. Keep going. Maybe we might have them in for an interview one day soon.
Probably not. I'll interview Mike.
What are you eating? What is that? What is it?
Raspberry sour candy sticks.
Man, I'm just so glad this art is back.
All right.
Did you see that sour strip sold for like $1 bajillion?
No. Lorcana. Oh, they're kind of out of boxes, but that's not really going to be that big of a thing.
You could buy a bunch of cards to grade them.
No, that's not the point. All right. Secret sauce. Let's get this over with. I got to go to bed.
We saw the Logan. Well, I didn't see it, but Logan Paul fought Mike Tyson.
Jake Paul.
They're all the same to me.
There's a Paul.
Yeah.
A Gumble. What's that from?
Brian Gumble?
I have no clue what you just said.
The League.
I didn't watch the League.
Wait.
What? Seriously?
I haven't watched the League.
You're a bad person.
Yeah. You deserve to lose as much money as you're going to lose in that Pokemon deal.
Hey, hold on. I'm tied to that.
I'm not even going
You deserve it for going in with Louis.
We're not going to ever know how much money I lost because I'm not going to do the math.
100%.
I'm going to
George.
Not doing the math and not being able to do the math.
No,
George, I will do the math.
Josh is going to get those cards back and panic sell them and they're going to sit in my house for like 6 months before I even realize.
6 months or 6 decades?
Before I even realize they're there.
And apparently the Paul beat Tyson.
Yeah, it was certainly fake.
How old would Mike Tyson have to be for you to beat him in a fight?
Well, hold on.
150. Dead.
That was my gut.
Dead.
I think I could be a dead Mike Tyson.
Here's the problem.
Okay.
He's got no legs anymore. He literally, after walking around, if you survive the first 3 minutes, we've learned you're fine because he can't
survive I couldn't survive 3 minutes.
I think I can run. You truly have to run away for 3 minutes. Like, you can't even engage. You have to just run and hide. And if you can get there,
I don't watch boxing. Are there rules to boxing? Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah. You can just keep moving around. The problem is he is smart enough where he'd corner me. God, if I could learn to run away, it would be now.
I don't know. His
he can't hit me.
I think he was injured. His legs looked pretty wobbly.
He was wobbly. He couldn't. He literally, after the first round, George, he was a statue. He stood in the middle and couldn't move.
He was holding back some punches though. There's quite a bit of like people who think he legitimately wasn't allowed to to throw an uppercut. Things like that. There's a moment where he like goes like this and then he stops.
Well, he goes to throw a trademark overhand hit or an overhand punch, and he
there's a couple moments
back, and you're like, ooh, that was weird.
There's a couple moments where it's like he's not, but I don't know. I'm not saying that. I mean, he's old. He's an old dude, so like I don't know.
How old is he? He's like 60 now, right?
He's 58.
I would take one jab from Mike Tyson and be done. Like there's not a world where I could.
How long do you have to train?
If he's 95, I could take a Mike Tyson punch.
Do I have to just get dropped in the ring right now?
Yeah.
Or do I get to practice?
No,
I don't know, man.
Right now.
I think.
Oh, if there's money on the line, God, my hubris. I think I could do it.
No way.
Because you gotta run away till he's tired. That's my hubris, though.
You?
Yeah, probably. But like, if there's money on the line, I'm taking my shot.
I'm not saying I wouldn't take the fight for the right price.
Hold on.
Sometimes your mom's spaghetti only gives you one shot, and you can't miss your chance.
How old do you have to be to beat Mike Tyson? That's my question.
Or how old is Mike Tyson?
To boxing, you have to come out, and they say Louis or Josh have beaten Mike Tyson. How old is that Mike Tyson?
I can guarantee it in 7 years when Mike hits 65.
Really? No way.
No
way.
100.
I think you're into like 80, 85.
100%.
You've got to have some sort of mental game there. That's like a 65-year-old. Oh, maybe not a boxer, but like a 65-year-old still pretty mentally there, and he's still got.
Wait. Hold on. If any 65-year-old is no longer there, it's a boxer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's his point.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I misconstrued. My bad.
Yeah, I think 75, 80. I could probably. I couldn't take a punch at 75 or 80 though. Mike Tyson's punch at 75 or 80 is, I don't know, 10 times better than your best friend's punching you in the face from a
10 times.
I think so.
Got to be more than 10.
Not at 75 or 80 though.
Probably. I don't know. Some of that stuff is like Michael Jordan can probably still dunk, right? Like that.
Like if he gets a punch off on me, even
Michael Jordan could beat me at basketball when he's 150 years old. No question. Well, because he'd also won it more than me.
My 2-year-old could beat you at basketball now. Like, that's not that impressive.
I think the beating you at basketball question is completely different than
100%
fight, but
yeah.
100%.
That's interesting.
What I'm saying is that some of those athletes, some of that stuff is inherent. It doesn't go away.
I also he apparently Mike Tyson said he's not done yet. He wants to go fight somebody else. Who could Mike Tyson fight next?
You.
I'm not in.
I think Mike Tyson should just hang it up and take his $20 million.
I don't want to see it again. I don't ever want to watch that.
Dude, I will say. I watched it. I watched the whole. I had people over. I watched.
Did you really?
Yeah.
It was the worst. Did you see his butt cheeks? That was the best clip. No, dude, that was hilarious.
Butt cheeks was peak content.
Yes, that was peak content.
Was it bad?
I kind of wanted to get up from this podcast and just have my butt cheeks hang out as I walked away.
They were a little saggy.
No, not with a.
Hold on. At that age, those were incredible butt cheeks. Those were legendary butt cheeks.
Was it bad? The fight was awful.
It was the worst.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Good or bad fight?
I mean, like
people fighting.
They didn't fight.
People didn't fight.
And this is where
he couldn't move. He could not move.
The biggest reason I knew it was fake, I was like, why isn't Jake Paul just like dominating him?
But it was a respect thing. He claims it was a respect.
At the end, it was, but round 2, he wasn't throwing any punches
because his goal was to take him to deep waters. He knows he's 58. He can't fight anymore. He's got no cardio. He's got no legs. Well, he got no legs, Rock. Take him out to the deep end.
Open his eyes, because from watching it on Netflix, I could tell that Mike Tyson wasn't in that.
Yeah, you're lying. You couldn't see anything on Netflix. It was shot in 28
my feed worked perfectly. Everybody was complaining about it on Twitter. I know, because I'm back on Twitter. Everybody was complaining about it, but like my feed worked perfectly. The end though, where he starts bowing to Mike Tyson, I just wanted him.
Oh, just one.
Like that's a bite the ear moment too. It's just like
Wait, what happened?
So at the end, like 15 seconds left, like this fight didn't happen basically. And instead of continuing the fight not happening, Jake Paul like goes like this. He like bows to Mike Tyson. And in my brain, it was just like Mike Tyson just uppercut the hell out of him and just knocked him out. And it would have been.
But this was the good Paul, right? This is the guy who's this is the good guy, right?
I'm not entirely convinced there's a good one.
Yeah,
but it wasn't Logan.
It wasn't Pokemon Paul.
Yeah, it wasn't NFT scammer Logan.
I forgot about CryptoZoo.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Good talk, everybody. I don't know how good that was. George, you need to learn guitar. Josh, play us a song real quick.
Nope, it's out of tune. I haven't played guitar in forever.
I can do that.
Is this Country Roads?
I haven't played this guitar in years. It's that out of tune.
That was what that song, not Country Roads, but all right. Everybody, use my TCG player affiliate link.
Oh my God, we get it. We get it. You have an account.
Remember, be kind to
now,
people
I have a
around
question,
you.
Louis. Will you send people free proxies of fake cards if they use your code, or is that only for sorcery?
Oh, I got a question for you. Screw you. Have a great day, everyone. Remember, be kind to the people around you. Oh, go subscribe to Josh's. Josh is starting a new channel, How to Play Guitar with Josh.
Not happening.
Go subscribe to Hometown TCG. I think most recently you can find out is Surging Sparks about to crash to zero. That's the most recent video. Go subscribe. Yes. Go subscribe to Josh's channel over at Hometown TCG.
Wouldn't that create your price of your singles?
He didn't listen. He didn't listen.
You are
welcome back, George. Welcome back.
Next week, you may or may not have. Leave your comment in the comment section. George or not? No, George. We'll start
leave a comment. I wonder what it'll be.
No, not what you want. Is he going to be here?
Yeah. Oh. Bet. Poly market bets. We need a poly market.
The 26th. I could be here next week.
Have a good day, everyone. Be kind to the people around you.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Black Friday.
May the zoo be with you.
Also with you.
Also with Black Friday.